And I get it. It's especially if you're growing up with the traditional way, it's easy to fall into the trap of I have to work for someone else because that's the safe way. And it is the safe way, but that also shows on your paycheck. So I truly hope that the message I'm sharing inspires and motivates you to improve your life. Now let's get to the point. Welcome back to another episode of ToDaPointPodcast, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. So I had a conversation with one of my coworkers the other day. She told me that she was ready to retire. Here in the Netherlands, the retirement year is about 67 years, but don't pay me on that. Something around that age. So she told me she was about to retire, and we were talking, and I told her, you know what? If it was up to me, I don't want to do it the traditional way. I want to retire when I'm 40, 45, right? That's about between 5 to 10 years from now. So she told me, you know what? You should calculate what year you are able to retire. So I did. And it turned out that by the year 2058, I am able to retire. When I saw that number, that year, that date I should say, a feeling of distress took over me. So that means if I follow the traditional way to retire when I'm 67, around 67, following the path that society thinks is normal, meaning working, saving, and then retire, I won't be able to retire until 2058. You heard that right, 2058. What does that really mean though? It basically means working for someone else, working on someone else's dreams, sometimes living for the weekends, and then hope to enjoy my retirement years. A lot older and probably less healthy. How often do you hear people retiring and then passing soon after? Now, I don't want to make this video something dark, but the thought of retiring in about 30-something years is something that is really making me depressed. And I don't know about you, but I do believe there are a lot of people who think the same way. The thing is, I don't want to wait that long. I really don't want to wait that long to experience the sense of freedom. And I don't think you should either. I mean, if you don't mind taking the traditional route, then, you should click off. But if you want a better future, if you want a different future, stick around and let's talk about it. The thing is, a lot of people, myself included unfortunately, sometimes are afraid to go for what they really want. But as you can see, my videos are changing, even though I say so myself. Let me put it this way. I grew up in an environment where I'm from 1989, meaning back in the days there was no social media, there were no cell phones, no internet. I mean, at the beginning of the 90s, eventually it started becoming more popular and stuff. I was told to educate myself, get a job, save money, retire. That's the traditional way. That's what I grew up with. We've been taught, or at least I've been taught, that that's the responsible way to live. And I'm not saying this to blame my parents, because back in the day, nobody knew better. Those were the options, right? Those were the possibilities. Nowadays, you have people with the craziest ideas making lots of money, while people who work the traditional jobs slave away for a job. And I'm grateful for my job, don't get me wrong. But I'm starting to see more and more that there's more to life than this, than sitting in a cubicle or in an office all day and then go home for a little bit of change. Again, I'm grateful for my job, but this is not my end destination. So I don't believe that that is the best way. One of the reasons I started this YouTube channel is because I want to make a difference for myself, for my future. I'm not doing it for the money, but I'm doing it because I know that by uploading these videos, inspiring people, helping people, eventually I can turn this into a business. And my goal is always, excuse my cat in the background, I completely forgot what I was saying. Anyway, I want to do this because I want to help people, inspire people, and turn this into a full-time business. Something that I created for myself, and for you, of course. Again, I'm grateful for my job, but I think there's more to life than that. And I don't say I want to, and I'm not saying that I want to do something that makes me to sell my soul or lose my dignity, definitely not. But I am very interested in modern ways of making money. Like, let's say, YouTube. And if that's possible, which it is, then I'm willing to do that. It's hard work, people. Do not underestimate it, by the way. But what if you could work on your goals? Work on your own goals and dreams right now. And start living life on your own terms. Not just when you're 65 or 67 or 85. I suggest you keep the job until you don't need it no more. I see my job as something that sponsors my dreams, my goals and dreams, right? It helps me to buy a new camera, a new phone, a new mic, whatever, right? And not to say that I cut corners. I don't do that. I do my job well, but I know that this is not my end destination. And I get it. It's especially if you're growing up with the traditional way, it's easy to fall into the trap of I have to work for someone else because that's the safe way. And it is the safe way, but that also shows on your paycheck. The thing is, there are always ways to control your life right now, to take control of your life right now, I should say. It might be a side hustle, passive income, investments, not financial advice, by the way. It's about building the skills, becoming better, and create a business out of that, if that's what you desire, of course. The thing is, there are endless possibilities nowadays. If you see people on OnlyFans, on FeedFinder, don't ask me how I know. No, I'm kidding. But if you see people doing crazy things, making a lot of money, more money than the traditional way of making money, you can't sit here and tell me that there are no possibilities. There are always possibilities. The key is to find what you like, find something you're good at or something you want to get better at, and work on those things, work on those skills. The thing is that time is going to pass anyway, whether you choose to do something about the skill you want to develop or not. So you might as well use that time wisely. And expect to put in hundreds, if not thousands of hours before something takes off. I'm gonna be honest with you, when I started this YouTube channel, I really thought that it was gonna be easy. Well, not like waking up tomorrow having 1,000 subscribers, not that, but I thought it was gonna be easier. But do you know the amount of energy and inspiration, well, I wouldn't say, yeah, inspiration a bit too, it takes for you to make videos on a regular basis, and that's only once a week. I see people putting out videos every day, and I'm like, I respect that. It's a real grind, but this is hard work. But just because it's hard work doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. If it means that later on you will see the fruits of your labor, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to take that risk because I have nothing to lose, basically. All I have is, I have my job, so I already have a steady income. And if this takes off, eventually, it's a win-win, right? I know it's not easy to take the step, but I heard a quote the other day and it said that not all risk takers are winners, but all winners are risk takers. So if you don't take the risk, you will never know. And I know it's not easy always, but what's scarier? Taking a chance on yourself and potentially failing, or staying in a soul-sucking job, for example, for the rest of your life until you're ready to retire. I'm willing to risk it all. I'm willing to take that chance, and I hope you are too. So my challenge to you is start today. Start working on your skills. Start taking small steps forward in order to accomplish your goals, in order to create something that lights you up. Invest in your knowledge, your skills, your ambitions, your dreams. It might be scary at first, but you have the power always to design your future and to live life on your own terms. And in order to do that, I have a couple of steps you can take in order to start making a change in your life. So the first thing is to identify your skills and passions. Like I said before, identify the things you are good at or the things you want to get better at and start working on them. It could be anything from writing, designing, content creation, music, whatever. Do it on the side until that thing becomes the main source of income, right? That's your starting point. You know, you can always start something on the side like selling t-shirts or hats or whatever. But the important thing is that before you do that, you build a brand so people know what they're buying. So people know why they should invest in you, right? Invest in yourself, invest in your knowledge about management, running a business, stuff like that. And always create a plan, right? A plane doesn't take off without a destination. That's the vision of where they're heading at. Create a plan so you know what direction you have to look into in order to get you there faster. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy always, but if you create a plan, you at least have a direction. So that was a short video for today. I hope you found value. If so, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section, and tell me if you have decided to start working on one of your goals, dreams, or passions, and how is that going for you? It might be a YouTube channel, it might be anything else. Leave it in the comment below so you inspire me and also other people. Thank you for watching, thank you for your time, and as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.